Beautiful soul, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. I'm so happy to be with you here today and embracing really the energy that are coming, which again are very strong. They are quite chaotic. They come and shake you in every sense of the sentence, really. So for you who are new to this channel, welcome. I am Julie. I am an intuitive, a shaman, a counselor, and I am here to really guide you to navigate this time that are here right now. I channel messages, I hear them, I feel them, and I use cards as well because I just love to support the artwork of the beautiful channeler of different cards and book, and so that's why I bring that as well into these messages. I just feel they bring something even more special and magic. For you who have been here for a little while now, thank you so much for your presence and for listening to this message. Again, I remind you, all of you that are listening to this message, remember that you are your own intuitive person as well. So to really listen to really what resonates with you and let the rest aside, because we are all unique here in our own way, and that's very important to remind you, because that's what I'm teaching as well. I'm teaching people to really becoming independent of their own intuition. So first to connect them with their intuition, and then to really let them explore that aspect of themselves for them to be guided on their own path by their own guide, you know. So it's very important. So I'm here to bring you a collective message for sure, but always take what resonates with you. So today, what am I sensing? I am sensing that something from the past is coming to the surface very strongly. I would say people, it could be experience story, but I feel very strongly that it might be people that coming back. Not especially in your life as per se, but it might be that you hear from them, or things coming back, or things make you think about them. So situation, people resurfacing. And this is a very important thing. Why the guide are saying is because it's here to really teaching you some things very valuable for your path. It's also a reminder to be able, when something's come back to the surface like this, to not react to them, but to also being able to let go, even if they come really triggering you in their own way. So what is the teaching behind? That is really what I want to hear today. So I'm going to let the guide talk to me and let the card that need to come today come, because I really want you to receive that message of why this past energy, past people, past experience are coming to the surface. Ooh, it's flying everywhere. Okay. Oh, what I'm hearing straight away is here to remind you of your own values. Because when an experience is coming to the surface, it's like a mirror. It's coming to mirror something that is also from you. And here I hear it's to really show you the beauty you have inside you that you are unable to see clearly yet. So I'm seeing this with really the Knight of Pentacles, which doesn't want to stay in. It come reverse, and with this one I'm feeling that is really to see your own good, you know, that you are unable to see right now, and being able, I hear gather all the knowledge that is of you. It's very difficult when you see some things across you and that can trigger you. It's very important to understand what it is that is coming to trigger you. And here it says it's coming to trigger a part of you that you are unable to see yet. And it's your beauty that you don't yet accept. the beauty that you are able to gather, but because the comparison come all the time in your way, not especially comparing in a way of competing, but comparing in a way of always second guessing your own values, your own self, your own step in life, really, that you are not able to get in touch with that. But you, how to explain that? You are in touch with it, but from an external point of view. So it's because you don't understand that this part is of you. So you're seeing, you're feeling what the other trigger or the experience make you feel about a person. I feel a person here. But this is you. This is a part of you. It is your beauty. So what you love or what you remember of that relationship or what the story was around that relationship, the beauty that is in it. I'm not talking about the ugliness of the situation, but the beauty that you remember of it, the nostalgia of it. Because maybe if it came to a term, it's because something's happened, you know, or maybe the road separated, or there was some trauma. But the really good part of it, because often, you know, when you look back in a situation from a long time, sometimes the trauma fall away and you only see the rest of, oh, but why are we not friends? Why are we not a couple? Why have we separated? Why the path have gone, you know? This is the gem. And this is the mirroring of you, of your own beauty. I hope this makes sense to you. But we talk a lot about mirror. And this is one part of the message that you need to understand today. Is that why this is coming to the surface is to show you again what you feel, you sense, you have experience, but you don't understand it's you. It is already in you. And that it's important now to actually acknowledge that. There is quite a few steps to acknowledge all that is within you. And there is a lot of emotion. So what I'm feeling with the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the King of Cups, and what the guides are showing me, because what I see in the card is what they are actually channeling through me, is that there is too much emotion still within you. When I talk about emotion, it's almost a layer of release that need to happen for you to get to the point of accepting all that you are. I feel with the Ace of Swords is that also the other part of why this is resurfacing and ready to go is to show you that you have been hurted, you know? You have been hurted in your own integrity, in your own values, in your own... actually, you have been hurted in the part of you that you thought that was the good part of yourself, because you thought you did the good things. And yeah, in that relationship, you thought that you did the right things, and then the relationship broke and separated, and there was a trauma happening. And that's also been traumatizing you. It's been actually cutting you from that part of yourself that is also part of your beauty, it's your values. So it has really separated you from who you are. And this is why it's coming back. It's really saying, yes, you have been hurted. Yes, this relationship has gone. And there was good part of it. But this was not meant to be anymore. You have learned the lesson during that relationship. and something has broken inside you, but something that was really valuable to you, that was your gift, that was your beauty, and you separate from your own self. At the same time, you separate from the other because you blame that part of yourself, because you thought that that part of yourself that actually you thought did good damaged the relationship. But it was probably not that damaged the relationship. It was probably an entire there was probably many things external of it, the energy, maybe the path were not meant to be anymore. So, but you blame that beautiful part of yourself. Therefore, you created a division. And the message today is really to recall that part of yourself and all the value and all your gift together, because they are your, I hear weapon, but it's not really what I want. They are your wands. They are your magic. And why it is coming back to the surface to trigger you is to awaken that message. Awaken the message that it is time to actually forgive yourself. Forgive yourself from what you thought destroyed the relationship, which was totally nothing to do with that. Alright, so it's an accumulation of things that was probably just not from you, but from also the person, what the person had to leave, what you had to leave, that created that separation. And so it's time to now go through this emotion, to release your beauty, to release yourself from the prison, Queen of Pentacles, and to gather back all your gift. To, what's the word is wanting to come? To unleash all your gift. To, it's not cocoon, but that's what I'm sensing, is to really embrace all that you are again and let go of your imprisonment around that. To become again the emperor. Yes, it's beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about this. Yes, you see, it's to really gather back your wholeness and your grace. That's why this is resurfacing right now. And I always say that, you know, when some things that we have experienced in the past is coming back to the surface, it's not always the same part of it. It's another surface, you know, another facet of it. Because from one experience, there is so many things that we need to learn. And, excuse me, when I channel that happen. And what I'm hearing as well, you may wonder why only now. And this is part of the journey. There was other learning to go through before coming to this understanding that actually you were still imprisoned by this trauma that happened in the past. You know, you were still imprisoned, but you were not ready to maybe understand this part, that actually you blamed yourself, and maybe you would not have been able to forgive yourself before this message arrived in your life, you know. So what I'm saying is that, again, the why, I understand you want to ask the why. That's what the spirit is bringing right now. I understand why you wonder why only now. And it's just because you're ready. All right? So don't stay too stuck on that question. Just embrace the unleashing. Embrace this gift that is here right now for you to be liberated from this relationship. And I think now you went full cycle about it. I mean, I hope, because this time I feel it's actually very, very strong, and it's coming right, it's almost like this is the roots that you are taking out of it right now. Yeah. And again, this message can come whenever in your life. It's a limitless. What I want to say is that whenever you hear this message, it's the right time for you to hear it. All right. You are living poetry. Lead your metamorphosis. And I think there is nothing, when I see this card, I hear there is nothing to escape about what's happening here. Even though the trigger might be even stronger than before, and it might come from everywhere, and you kind of have felt it escalating. So it was one thing, then another, and then boom, 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 you get to a point where, wow, this is so strong. And I cannot actually not facing it right now. I have to really understand what it means. And that's the metamorphosis through it. And it's the poetry, what I'm hearing about the poetry is not always beautiful. When a writer go into writing words that coming from their soul, they go very deeply and raw into them. And these words can be sometimes very dramatic, you know, and they can be very, I hear ripping and breaking, but there is a beauty in the rhythm, in the melody of how these words flow, even if they're raw and open, ripped open. That's what I want to hear, you know. The heart is like very true to what is going on, very raw to what has gone, you know. But even though it is beautiful, and that I think is why this message is coming right now. Okay, what else do we need to hear? I hear it is the time to walk your path. It is the time to walk your path. So this separation from maybe, you know, very long time ago, it could be a relationship from 10, 15 years ago that is resurfacing now, or something very fresh, but I feel it's something that has been from a long, long time ago. This separation was needed for you to be able to create your own path, because there was too much of a deep soul connection, and by being together you will not have been able to create your own path. I feel I'm repeating myself, but what I'm seeing is quite interesting, and maybe something you want to dive in a bit deeper. I work a lot with my client about lost twin. So you may have, on an energetical level, have been twin in another life, or twin flame, and which is two different things. But I'm seeing more not the twin flame. I'm seeing more the twin from the same womb. So, and that's something I really invite you to go and dive in if that really resonates with you. Or if it's something that you have heard before and you think you are a lost twin, or you have lost twin in the womb in this life or in other lifetime, I really invite you to come and work with me, because that's something quite incredible to go deep within. And so what I'm feeling is that with that relationship, it was something like that. And the problem with this relationship is that there is projection of the lost twin. So from their part or your part, and so the relationship is created on is created, how to explain that? Is quite interesting to explain this. Is created on a false expectation, on a false, it's quite incredible. I cannot find the word. The guide I feel they're telling me. It's like it's based on something that is not true. So it's not your friend, it's someone else. So on a false persona, but on an energetic level. Because there is so much history behind that the relationship and the two person may not be aware of, but they projecting on one another, that the relationship could not go on. It needed that separation, and I think that separation is also a reflection of the separation in the womb. And maybe if the two person worked on the twin loss together, maybe the separation will not have take place in this life. But if it has happened and the work was not done around it, it is because it was so important for both of the parties to be able to actually work on their own life. And maybe this message right now is for you to understand that it is time for you to work also on the twin loss. So this is coming today is just incredible and beautiful, because there's so much meaning behind it, and there's so much reparation, surgery, I want to say, energetic surgery that can be done around this subject, around this experience that you may not even be aware of, that you may not even know about, but this might be just a little drop in the ocean that ripple some things for you to start to look at. Or it might be something that you have heard and you have had glimpse of it, and now is the time to gather all the information and start to work and dive into it. It's very, very interesting, because I never expect this kind of, I never expect the message that will come, but I kind of like knew it was about some things resurfacing, and we needed to understand why. This is incredible. I love it so much. And I also want to say, if you're still sad about the breaking of that relationship, it's because there is still that link between the two people. All right? So there is still that grief, that loss that remain within you that need to be worked on. All right. We have the card 11, new beginning. My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. The beautiful shaman. Maybe you have been dreaming about all of this. Maybe you have had glimpse of it. You know, your subconscious is bringing you so much in your consciousness for you to receive messages, that it is through dream, through intuitive message like those. You may come across a message like this or many other. It might be like a book you read. It might be like a sign that you get. You know, it can come in so many ways. Some things that someone says that, you get the illumination around it. So, you know, it comes in many ways, and the dream is one of the way that it comes in. And what I love about it is behind any dreams, there is a very deep message that can lead you on your path. And that's why anything is possible when you start to understand what the meaning of them. Really like that, because to me it's new beginning with the, I think, you know, with the crystallizing of the butterfly. This is also the metamorphosis. We have 2 times the metamorphosis with the butterfly. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. Lead your metamorphosis. This message to me again is, there is a time for everything. It doesn't matter if your time is slower than someone else. I want to go back to that also, the foundation. Remember also about the turtle and the rabbit who run the race. And it doesn't matter how fast you are. To me, it's really about the foundation you create. And also remember that everyone has their own journey and they need to discover and evolve on their own path and understand different things at their own time to be able to create things they want. That's one of the messages. The other message with I honor the natural process of growth and transformation to me is, again, this was the time. I'm hearing this again, this was the time, but it's also, it is a new beginning. It is a beginning when you understand this and you're able to put your finger on this. You're able to open your wings and fly again, because that was a part of you that still was unpresent in the cocoon. And it needed time for you to get to this understanding, for you to fly again. So today, I'm telling you, when you receive this message, you are in a liberation time about this specific energy, relationship. You came full cycle, like I say, about it. And it's important to really celebrating this time and honoring it and honoring the wholeness that you are and the beauty that you have within you, that you know what it is. You have a sense of it because you felt it, you have seen through other, but this is yours. This is yours as well, all right? And today you are recording all that it is yours. This message is wonderful. It gives me so much peace, so much understanding, because I know that if this message is coming to me right now, is to teach me some things as well. We are all in collaboration and we are all working together toward the big picture of this world, All right. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Because in the first glimpse of this trigger, you may have been fearful. In a sense, you may have been like, why is this coming back? Why again? Oh, am I going to the beginning of it? I don't understand. And then boom, you have an answer that is really magical, that gets you closer to your own love, your own beauty, your self-love really, to your light, to be able to expand it, so the fear then disappear. As soon as you choose to see the light in the dark corner, you redirect your power toward what you want. It's I, but I wanted to say to you. So, this card came last time in the last reading we did, I'm pretty sure. To me, this is the light on the dark corner that we just discovered. So when you put the light on something that you feel quite dark and heavy within you, you liberate yourself and you redirect your power to what you want, toward what you want and you desire in life. Because you liberate, again, a space within you. And with that space, you can fulfill that space with something magical that you desire the most. You know, when you create space in yourself, you have the space for something new to appear in your life. It's called decluttering. And I talked about that in my last video, decluttering. And this is what's happening. This is one of the many phases that you are clearing within you. So you are transforming, you are in a full metamorphosis. It's so beautiful. And see the card that is there that I didn't even see. I forgive and let go with loving ease. And that's really, that's what's happening. And that's the healing. It's forgiveness, because when you forgive yourself. You have been blaming yourself for so long. I received a message to also read you today, the 22nd of March. So I want to go into that from Trust Life. And listen to this and let your soul embrace these words and let it see where it goes within you. I am one with all life, and all of life loves and supports me. We are in partnership with divine intelligence. We are not interested in the negative aspect of the outer world, for they have nothing to do with us. We expect and we receive positive results. We attract to ourselves only those in the world who operate on the highest level of integrity. Everything we do is done in the most positive way. We are constantly grateful for the opportunities that are presented to us to help this planet and each person on it. We go within and connect with our higher intelligence, and we are always led and guided in ways that are for the highest benefit of all concerned. We are all healthy and happy. Everything is in harmony and flows in divine right order. All is well. We know this to be true for us. This is such a beautiful message that I just want to let being infused in our body, in our soul, in our mind, and let it travel within us in the way it needs to reach us. Because again, all these messages will be perceived by you depending on your background, on the way you have been raised, on your belief system. And this is beautiful, because this message will be different for everybody, and it will travel in every soul in the way it's perfect for them. On that note, I feel this is everything for today, and I'm really sending you so much love and light, and wishing you a beautiful day or night, wherever you are in this world, whatever the experience is right now in your life. Just breathe through it and know that even if it's the most excruciating time or the most beautiful time of your life, that everything is perfect. Everything is perfect because everything has and is a lesson in itself. If you need support, make sure to reach out to me. I can channel message for you, or we can go and dive in deep into what's happening with your soul, what's your need, through all the medicine that I bring here on earth. Thank you so much for being here with me, if you have listened this message to the end, and I will see you again with another message next week. Thank you so much for being who you are. Bye.